and make sweeping statements that the 8 years that you were in government, things were rosy full or within the energy sector. Things were very bad.
He did also mention that
things
even though
it was
bad, they were fixing it. And
fixing it how? At the point, even Akosombo himself admitted they were having Dumsor. That is why somebody asked for timetable, and he told the president, go and those who want the timetable should bring their own timetable. I mean, we've had all this situation
about all that.
So my brother. So let's stick to the truth.
So the UP has been described as one of the first opposition party that is always focused on other opposition parties. Okay, and my brother here is staying true to form. He spends more time going after MPP than he's.
Mr. Batman talked about
because he destroyed things.
Can I finish?
You destroyed things. So that's what you say.
All right. So our UP folks here talked about how MPP NDC has been in charge of Ghana for a long time. But here we are. If that's the case, NDC from their PNDC days have ruled Ghana twice as much as MPP. So that, I mean, if we're going by that measure, then who is more responsible for the problems we have in this country? The Ameri power plant was moved to Kumasi to save about 30 megawatts that were being lost. Okay? From
criticize bringing the Ameri
Can I
power.
just finish?
Then you sell it to your stronghold. After that,
please allow
to manage your troubles.
Go ahead, Honorable Vondi.
You need to
allow him expatiate on his point.
And that's what I'm saying.
Sefa,
Can
go
I
ahead.
finish?
Yes.
All right. So it was moved, and we're saving about 30 megawatts of the 250 megawatts that were being lost because of location issues. Okay, Ashanti region was having major issues. It's still generally having major issues because of the concentration of power generation in the south. So if you feel where you get your most votes, which is Ashanti region, okay? If you feel that they don't deserve, you tell Ashanti region people that we don't need to try to solve the structural problems that they were having, which is still not fully resolved. And by moving the Ameri, we have actually reduced the problem. That's up to you. Okay, you can continue to say that. That's the main reason why Ameri was moved.
Okay.
We inherited $2.5 billion in debt in the sector. And that was projected at that time because of some of the deals that they signed, very egregious power agreements that were signed at the time. World Bank even warned Ghana that we risked our entire economy and our economic development if we didn't address it. We're projected to lose about $12.5 billion, face $12.5 billion in deficit in the sector. By the time we handed over, we handed over just about $2.5 billion that they left us. How is this this kind of mismanagement? And for 8 years, the Dumsor, which actually almost destroyed our economy during President Mahama's first term, we managed it for 8 years to the point where they were even promising 24-hour economy by the time they will come back. And then finally, we were said to have added no power to the grid. We added over 400 megawatts of power. And you can see Sun Power added 340 megawatts. And then another, you can also see that renewable energy, about 114 megawatts were added. And the so-called Bridge Power Project added 200 megawatts of power. And it's scalable up to over 500 megawatts if need be. Please, don't spend all our money holding dollars and other things. It's important that you manage our economy well, to pay the teachers, to pay the nurses, to make sure that we have enough power generation. You are mismanaging things and not keeping the lights on, and then you want to find excuses. Every time you come in, you're the only one who somebody left problems for and in the power sector and paying teachers and so on. If you're mismanaged, you don't know how to manage to pay the bills, to make sure that the lights are on and all those things, please go and see another.
Okay, you recommend that they go and see the former president for solutions on how to fix the situation. So far, is there any other recommendations that you feel would help? If there are any other recommendations you feel will help, reduce this problem?
Well, he thinks that we're not serious, right? And it's funny that NDC thinks MPP is not serious. The party that managed our greatest crisis ever globally. Two of them back to back. Ghanaians can see now how you are having difficulty managing our economy at a time when almost all the key structural reforms that needed to be done, whether it's the debt exchange, whether it was also making sure that we had our gold reserves built up and all those things were in place before you came in. And you came in at a time where our cocoa prices had reached unprecedented levels. Even today, as we sit here, do you know that the cocoa price of about $3,200 a ton is still higher than what we had for 7 years? About 7 years of Nana Addo's 8 years, first 7 years, the cocoa price was averaging around $2,000 a ton.
How?
These are facts. You can check them.
Okay.
And it was only in the last year when cocoa prices shot up. Even to this day, at 3,200, you see that it's higher than the average we had for the first 7 years of about $2,000 a ton. Gold prices have doubled. Gold have doubled since Nana Addo left office. You have had a windfall in 2025. We got about $16 billion of inflows from gold alone. About half of all our exports and inflows. Unprecedented money. And you cannot manage to pay the cocoa farmers. You cannot manage to keep our lights on. You cannot manage. Where are you spending the money? And my brother here was talking about a pit where he said we spent $97
million.
Please. Can I finish?
Please allow Sefa go ahead.
You said your point.
Yes,
I kept quiet.
I just gave you the figure.
But you don't have anything to say about $1.2 billion that we are losing from a gold sale. 1.2 billion what? Dollars.
How? Where did you get?
We sold 18 tons of our gold.
Right.
For $3,000.